Oh, wow. My thing runs out. Perspective. Dang it. Where is Majesty? Alright. Hold on. I think he'll be setting it up. Dang, I should have waited for him in the backstage. I'm gonna keep the stream a lot more restricted this time around because in case people aren't capable of fucking reading the title, I believe I think Majesty's gonna join at some point. I mean, I sent him the link. He might have thought I meant a Discord call, in which he might have thought I could actually. Oh no, he's here. Hey there. Wait, what's happening? Oh no, here my dogs go.
Hello?
Oh, hi, I can hear you.
Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry, I had to edit the mic option in my settings.
Yeah, that's understandable. Mine is annoyingly sensitive as well. I think the issue. I don't know. My issue is sensitivity, at least. I have to turn it right down normally, and even then, my dogs don't like to shut the fuck up.
Oh yes. I also do apologize for the if you hear my fan in the background. I'm sorry. I live in Texas. It's very hot here.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's understandable.
But yeah, I honestly don't know how you want to start it.
Come up with clever segue. Dan, I'm gonna do what you did, but better. I'm actually gonna successfully. I'm gonna successfully fucking interview someone instead of.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, let's start immediately off by roasting. That's constructive as hell.
Oh my goodness, quality content. That's a rare quality content, and it's actually good content that isn't from Dan Stein. Oh, this is immaculate.
Well, I mean, I found Dan while trying to look for the worst channel on YouTube, and I accidentally stumbled across the best channel on YouTube. I cannot finish that sentence with a straight face.
So that's very interesting that you say that, because I do remember encountering Dan Stein. It was a long time ago, and I think this is where he built a very strong hate boner for both me and my content. But essentially, a couple of years ago, I want to say it was like 2016 or 2017, a long time ago, before I was known as Holy Majesty, because I did a channel rebrand. Yeah. But when I was known as GhostEXE, I did a video talking about fetish artwork, and how though fetish artwork is creepy and weird and bizarre, we shouldn't automatically cancel people for displaying their fetish artwork, as long as they post their artwork under the proper filters that DeviantArt allows them to post their artwork under. And I remember Dan Stein making a video response to me, and he brought 0 to no valid points. It was so bad. And I have this golden rule on my channel that whenever I discuss people who are underage, because at the time I believe Dan Stein was 16 or 15, 16, but I have this golden rule on my channel where I don't insult or go too hard on people who make content on me who are underage. So I went into handling Dan's response with kitty gloves by debunking all of his points on me, and he did not take it well. And I think that literally was the begin of the feud between Dan Stein and me.
Well, it does follow a similar parallel. The video I made a while back, the first video, I was like, hey, dude, your content's shit, here's how you fix it. That alone was enough to try and get me called a pedophile, so...
Oh yes. Oh my God. Same vibe, same story. Yes. Because after I did a video response to him, and by the way, that video that he did on me, one of the things that to this day I find hilarious is granted, I'm gonna let you know right now, I'm an adult. I draw adult artwork, and I've been drawing adult artwork ever since I got my freaking 18 plus card.
Yeah,
But
you're an adult drawing adult things in
yes,
adult spaces.
yes, on websites that allow that sort of content. But one of the things that I found hilarious was Dan Stein, one of his points against me in that video that I made about fetish artwork was that I'm some sort of sexual deviant. And I'm like, oh, me being the adult that I am, a sexual deviant? No. No. Oh, I am just a wholly innocent being. Me being a sexual deviant. Oh,
such an absolute shocking revelation that the adult is a sexual deviant, and that's like supposed to be a bad thing, I guess.
It's almost like I draw lewd imagery. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like, you know, so long as you're posting it on the proper sites that allow that type of shit, and you're not drawing, I don't know, like actual children, it's fine.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And I won't lie, during that period of time, I did draw like a lot of controversial artwork and like a lot of meme artwork. I still draw controversial artwork to this day. Like, I don't know if you follow me on Twitter or not, but recently I drew an image of a mythological cryptic monster. I forgot what it was called, but it's essentially like it's this stupid cryptic monster that walks around on two legs. And I thought, oh hey, you know what would be funny if I like drew that character like posing in like that meme pose.
Oh, do you mean the one that I just like? Because I just searched up your Twitter, and you mean the one with the sword? You mean the one with the sword, right?
The one with the sword.
I might be wrong on that one.
I think so. That character was just like an OC that I've always wanted to draw. But the character I'm talking about is it's like it. I'm not gonna lie, the freaking cryptic kind of looks like a penis. And I believe the cryptic for it was called. Oh, I'm sorry, you have a lot of background noise coming in. I didn't want to.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. It'll be my dogs messing around in the background.
I love doggos.
Yeah, I'll trade you any day. There's 5 of them. There's too many.
No. You know what? I love dogs, but not that many dogs. No.
Now I think you understand why streaming is such a massive nightmare. I'm sure, like, considering you saw the whole live response to Dan's interview, you must have heard the dogs go off at least once. They do it every fucking stream. It's the most annoying thing.
But I'm DMing you the image right now on Discord. But that's the image that I drew and I posted on my Twitter, and it's supposed to be called the Fresno Nightcrawler. And it's like essentially like this mythological cryptic monster that looks like a bed sheet with 2 legs. And I was all like, why don't I just draw a funny image of that? And immediately after I posted that image, I got like several DMs from several people saying, you shouldn't post that kind of content on your Twitter account. It's so sexual. Be mindful of your audience. And I'm all like, bro, it's literally a joke.
Yeah,
it's the Fresno Nightcrawler. Like,
well, I mean, it was so safe for work that like you could post it onto Twitter with no problem.
Trust me, I have drawn darker things than that, like very, very controversial things than that. That is vanilla compared to what I draw.
Yeah, like, you know, it's like, and it's something similar to what, like, you know, what I noticed especially in Dan's rant on you is that, like, because I went back to see your response to him, like it was because I wanted to download videos on my phone to watch if I was ever bored, and your most recent response to Dan was actually one of them. And like,
okay, the gumball.
Yeah, the gumball image.
Oh my god. Okay, so like brief history time surrounding that image. So, because a lot of people recently, when I drew that image, like came forward to me, they're like, "Oh, you're sick and you're disgusting for drawing that," and I'm like, "Listen, I'm a memer, right? Like I draw controversial shit all the time just for the fun of it, but at the same time, I do draw like artwork that makes me feel comfortable." But but I'm not saying that gumball image made me feel comfortable at all. No. That the origin story behind that image is I'm not gonna lie. One day on stream, I was drunk. I'm not even lying. I was literally sitting there drunk on stream. I had to take that stream down because I drew a lot of horrible things on that stream. But I it was at the time before I got my digital tablet, and I used to draw a lot of traditional artwork. And I remember I was just sitting there drunk on stream. I had like at least 50 people in the call. And one person was all like, "You should draw something stupid and like random." And I'm all like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And somebody in the chat said, "Hey, why don't you draw like fucking Gumball?" And I was all like, "Who the fuck is Gumball?" And the person in the chat was like, "Oh, you know, Gumball from the Amazing World of Gumball." And I was like, "Oh, that little blue cat thing?" And they're like, "Yeah, you should draw like a parody image of him." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I should." And so I'm sorry, go on.
And so, like, you drew the image that Dan would later use to accuse you of being a pedophile, even though there's a literal fucking pant line.
Like, okay, so yeah, the image itself, I'm gonna sit here and say it right now. I'm not ashamed that I drew that image because I'm gonna take accountability. And since then, like since being called out for that image by several other people, I have taken accountability for it. I disowned that image as being like something that was going to be part of my gallery. And before Dan even made his video on me, like a couple of weeks before he made that video on me, somebody actually DM'd me on my Ink Bunny account about that image, and they said, "Hey, that image that you drew of Gumball is sexy. Can I commission you to draw some not safe for work images of Gumball as well?" And I'm all like, "No, you sick fuck, that's a child. Like,
yeah,
I drew that image as a joke." But
and you can clearly tell that you like. As much as like Dan's like, "Oh, I don't think he aged him up," which, by the way, delicious confirmation bias right there.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely delicious.
Yes, very much so.
Like, but you can clearly tell, like, you can clearly tell he was somewhat supposed to be aged up. You made him taller, which is like, and then you gave him much wider shoulders and thicker arms and things like that. Like, it was clearly supposed to be aged up.
Yeah, my attempt, I won't lie, it's a horrible attempt at aging up the character, but granted, at that time of me drawing that image, my art style, like most of my characters look very similar to that Gumball image. Like I was at that time I was struggling with my artwork, and I've been trying to like take on more serious art styles, but at the same time make it like cartoony in a way. But I'm not gonna lie, Gumball in that image, at least to my point of view, looks a bit aged up, and I tried to like purposely age him up because I knew he was a kid at the time. But I can understand why a lot of people would take that as like, "Oh, hey, no, that's just you sexualizing Gumball," which was not my intent. I just wanted to draw the image as like a funny joke for people on stream. And I posted it like the same day, because every time I like do a stream, I post like, well, back then, every time I did a stream, I would post like the stream image on like my Ink Bunny or like my Fur Vanity account, because I was a super furry back in the day. But I didn't like intend for the image itself to be like sexual. Even like in the corner of that image, there's like a little dog character that used to be my avatar, and like the irony of the image was supposed to be him saying like, "Tell me how this is wrong." But like, you know, that was supposed to be like the irony behind the image. There was no like sexual intent towards the image, and it weirded me out that like that individual on Ink Bunny like wanted me to like draw not safe for work of like Gumball. But what weirded me out even more was like after Dan like posted the video about the Gumball image, he censored it
To make it look so much worse than it was.
Like, to make it look like I drew like genitalia in it or something like that, which like really like weirded me out. I was like, there's literally nothing inherently sexual about it, at least to me, but I can see why people thought it was sexual, hence why I took the image down. But I'm assuming like Dan probably saw that image on my Ink Bunny and he was like, haha, I got him. But the other thing that weirded me out about all of this was like, I believe at the time that Dan made that video, he was 17, not 18. So like,
oh, he's still not 18. He turns 18 in November.
Oh, so he was 16 then.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, so that like weirded me out even more because I'm like, dude, that image was posted on my Ink Bunny account, and you have to be like 18 years or older to like view like my gallery. So you're telling me you lied about your age to find like an image that I drew like literally almost 4 years ago. And on top of that, you voluntarily dug through my fucking porn to find that image. Like that just like disturbed me and made my skin crawl.
Like, it is censor driven, but that actually is quite interesting that if it was child porn, then Dan might have actually could have been considered guilty of distributing child porn.
Oh, speaking of child porn, Dan actually has child porn.
Oh yeah.
I actually have a video where I was talking about an individual who was a former member of my Discord server named Yanart Kyle. And Yanart Kyle, literally, for reasons unknown, I don't know why they did this, but Yanart Kyle apparently infiltrated one of Dan Stein's servers. And in that server, they found child porn. And they decided, hey, Holy Majesty or Ghosty XE, who I was known as at the time, they took screenshots and they blurred out the images, but they sent it to me and they're like, hey, you should probably expose Dan Stein with what I found. And I'm all like, instead of doing that, I think I'm just going to report him to Discord and see what happens.
Yeah. It's like, you know, it's weird on like a whole other level, especially considering everything that Dan does is made like, especially towards you, is made so incredibly ironic by stuff he does later.
Exactly. Oh, and
in fact, the Gumball image isn't the only thing he's called child porn. If I can dig up the Pink Robot video, there's like a comment section in there where he calls Teen Titans Go child porn.
Oh my god.
If I can dig that up, I'll put it in the chat.
Like the TV show Teen Titans Go?
Yeah, the TV show.
Oh my god. You see, that's Dan's. I've learned this with encountering Dan. That's one of his favorite accusations to call people is pedophile. But like the irony behind that statement is so great because he at the time did pedophilic shit, and I believe, quote me if I'm wrong, but I believe somebody had recently come forward saying that Dan had like sexual conversations with somebody who was underage, or like.
Oh, there is plenty. Oh, hey, Junko. There's like plenty of instances where Dan has drawn like, not drawn, sorry, where Dan had what's it called, done stuff. Like, you know, it's I know how some people feel about the guy, but it's the only comprehensive video that goes over this. Mm-hmm. So I'll leave a link in chat to Akumu's video. Again, I know how people feel about the guy, but like it's the best resource I can provide.
I will give that a look into, but I will say that I have had a negative interaction with Akumu.
Yeah, I do know that like not everybody, well, hardly anybody has the most positive opinion of the guy, so like I will preface it with you know, I don't even know everything that's happened. I just know that some people really don't like him.
Speaking of drawings and stuff, and Dan possessing child pornography, if I can actually find it, I have to check through my admin server. When the Sonic 93 drama was happening, good old Sonic 93, am I right? Oh god, I have a whole completely different story with Ruth that I will share one day. I already made several videos on Sonic 93 and all of that drama when it was happening. And oh god, I had so many negative interactions with Ruth. It's scary. But going back onto Sonic 93, if I can find the chat logs, me and my admins actually found some very interesting logs of Dan Stein in Sonic 93's server where he was pestering her for like nudes and stuff, and like pestering her for like Rule 34 of her character. It's kind of cringy.
Yeah, like it's like it feels like Dan does so many cringy things that it's
Yeah.
like, considering the most recent case that I'm aware of with Dan, you know, in terms of age gap, was 17 and 12.
Oh,
Like,
that is
and
so gross.
yeah, like, that is actually a pedophile's age gap. And, well, like, I'll say I think he did it out of more of desperation, but I wouldn't blame someone for thinking he's a pedo. Because...
So hear me out, right? It all depends on where Dan Stein lives. I've done so much research on the pedophilia in the United States, but it depends on where Dan lives and where the accused live, because I believe Dan lives in Florida, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think it's publicly Florida. If
Okay.
I would have... I think his dad's Twitter has a more precise location, but I'm not going to look for that. Because I'd rather not do that.
Yeah. But if that's the case, it all depends on like the victim that Dan is like or had tried to like engage sexually in their state laws. But technically, since we have two different states with two varying state laws, the what's you call the age of consent in the United States is 18 years old, but we would have to compare both of those state laws, and if both of those state laws are conflicting, then it has to go on to federal law, and the federal like age of consent is 18, but I don't know what the age gap is, but I believe federally speaking it's 5 years.
Yeah, I think, to my knowledge, the age gap to what is considered is 5 years.
Yeah.
So, to be fair, you've probably done a lot more research on this one than I have. Because,
I've covered groomers and pedophiles on my channel so many times.
Yeah, and not to mention, you've been called a pedo how many times by, like, dozens at this point?
Like, at this point, at least almost 10 people. And especially last year, I don't know what it was with people in last year, but for some reason, everybody wanted me to be a pedophile. And I'm like, I'm not into little kids. Like, it's to the point where I'm like, listen, guys, if you really want to know, I'm actually into guys who are at least in like their late 30s to like mid 40s. Like, if we're really got to get technical with that, those are the kind of men I'm into. But I don't know what it was with people in last year and like literally calling me a pedophile. Like, I don't like kids. It just creeps me out.
Yeah, like, if you really liked kids, like, you wouldn't have taken the gumball image down at the request of drawing. Like, because you got requests about it, and you like to draw literal porn of gumball.
Yes. And again, that image itself, like, I don't want to like necessarily say I disown it because I did draw it, but at the same time, I don't stand by like the possible like meaning behind the image of like it being sexual in nature, because that just it makes me feel gross, and like still thinking about like that person's message that they sent to me saying like, oh yeah, you should draw some not safe for work of Gumball X this character, and I'm like, no, that's a kid, that's gross, that's it's sick and disgusting. Like, and this is coming from me, the freaking guy who will like draw like some fucking heavy ass controversial shit.
Yeah, like, this is coming from the guy who literally admits to being a sexual deviant who draws a lot of porn and posts it on the sites that allow it. Like,
exactly.
If something's too far, like, for somebody who does that, that should tell you a lot about what you're asking to be drawn, especially when it involves children.
Exactly.
Like, I think, what is it called? It was actually, hold on. But, like, a lot of the accusations he threw against you and other people, in fact, it's, like, so deliciously ironic by things he does later.
Oh, most of the accusations that Dan throws at me, especially, I will say that it's rather they're easily debunkable or just, like, completely false. And I noticed like whenever I spoke about Sonic 93 or especially Super Sprite 65, Dan would like make a video response to me and he would like attempt to debunk my points. But like most of his arguments would boil down to him just saying, no, you're wrong because I said so. With like no substance, especially on like his video response to my Super Sprite 65 video, where I was talking about my personal experience with Super Sprite 65. And I do remember him saying, like, oh no, you're wrong. That never happened. And I'm like, how would you know? You were never there. This is literally me speaking word of mouth. I'm never claiming that what I have to say is 100% true or not. I'm just speaking on my account.
Yeah, like, you know, in fact, like, it's incredible how fast Dan was willing to throw Sonic 93 under the bus to try and make a point against the commentary community.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, because, like, he, in the interview I covered, was like, oh, Sonic 93 is a lolcow. Like, it's incredible to see how fast he threw Sonic 93 under the bus.
The irony of that statement, because he was simping so hard for Sonic 93 when the drama first started.
Yeah, like, it was literally... Oh, thought I said Friday. Yeah, I was going to do Friday because I didn't think I'd have the time, but I came home a lot earlier than I thought I would. I thought I'd come home, go to bed, and then that'd be today. I didn't quite know when I was leaving. But yeah, I'll continue as scheduled tomorrow because I'll do the rest of the interviews. Because I know Michael and Carrick's in particular are quite juicy. Not because Dan does anything to Michael and Carrick successfully, but because, well... Michael successfully embarrassed him so much that Dan Stein eventually just told him to shut up. And, and Carrick, I think actually Carrick got him to admit to quite a bit of stuff from what I remember. Like, Carrick actually got him to admit to some of the relationships he tried to deny. And the Snake denied the 12-year-old incident, even though we legit have proof on the guy.
Is there like a video out, too?
Like a video with, like, on the 12-year-old. Yeah. Like, I think Akuma's one is the only one I've seen, but I think there'd be more if I were to look. Honestly, I could probably just search up his channel name, go on newest first, and see something. This week, let's go. See what we got. We got a stupid meme, the Michael interview. A bunch of songs? What?
Oh, is that Joe Kuhn?
Oh, yeah. I think... This guy? Yeah, that's Joe Kuhn.
Okay, I think he made a video on Dan Stein. I think I remember watching it.
Yeah, he did one on Dan as well. Oh, yeah. This point comes back to another particular person we've been having issues with. Shall we just... You know Kamen Rider?
Can I just say no comment?
Yeah, you could just say no comment.
No comment.
But yeah, we were, like, I was vaguely alluding to Carmen's video on Raven.
Oh my goodness. I haven't watched that one. I don't think I have. I don't think I have.
You do not want to. I think Coyote Lovely put it best in saying, this video sucks, lol. Here's the shocker. I mean, it was like, here's the kicker or something like that. That sentence was about as valid and in-depth as half the points you made. What a world.
Oh my goodness.
But, like, that's just a quick aside, because I thought it was, like, kind of funny how those two situations almost, like, yeah.
Interlude, overlap.
Yeah.
The whole
like,
thing.
Oh, yeah, serious video. Actually, the claim that people are trying to kill Dan Stein is also quite funny, because it was pedophilia that people were getting onto him for at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was totally fine to call you a pedo, but as soon as someone else was doing it, oh, people want to kill me.
Yeah, I noticed that on his channel, too, and this is the second time that he said that people are trying to kill him. You know, again, like the irony of all of that, because he goes around and calls all these people pedophiles, and then he starts doing pedophilic stuff himself. Also, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's this one user on my YouTube channel who contacted me recently by the name of Zazzy Marshmallow, and they pointed out like some very very questionable things and behavior about Dan Stein, mostly like all of the racist stuff that he posted on his channel, and decided to like take down some of those videos. But
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have the video itself, I don't think, and even if I did, I wouldn't share it, considering Dan spends most of it in his fucking underwear. But there was one video where he had blackface on.
Yeah, that's the video that Zazzy sent to me. And
he showed up with blackface on.
Oh, I didn't see that. The video I'm talking about is like him. He has an image of a blackface character, and he's talking about Black Lives Matter, but he's speaking in like a very condescending voice. And
no, there's like a video on was a video on someone else's channel. It's been taken down now, where basically someone else was streaming on the same platform the two of us are using right now. Like, it was hosted on StreamYard and everything. And like, Dan turned on his camera in his fucking... Well, I can't remember if he started out like clothed or not. I didn't watch very far because, as you can imagine, regardless of the fact that I'm younger than him, I still don't want to see Dan like that.
I don't think anybody wants to see Dan like that.
Yeah. Like... Oh, actually, on that note, it is quite, like, on another level of irony, it is quite funny that, Dan had this whole thing where, I'll try and find the video where he says this, but, like, Dan had this whole point of, you can't criticize me, like, Spyro couldn't criticize him, because the Spyro was older than him, yet he was totally fine to label me a pedophile when I was younger than him.
Oh my goodness.
Look, I was 15 at the time.
So, I'm sorry to get back onto the freaking blackface thing.
It's fine.
The video that Zazzy had sent to me was, it's still up on Dan's channel, and it says why I'm getting an Xbox Series instead of like a PS5. And in that video, he like he talks about like how I think it's Xbox. No, PS5 has like a Black Lives Matter logo or something. I don't know. But he speaks in like a very condescending voice. And I did comment on that, but he removed the comment. And I essentially said, like, you should probably not have videos of like, a blackface character and speaking in like a very condescending, negative way. Like that's not good, bro. Like, listen, like, I know that, like, I myself am African American, but, like,
yeah,
I personally, right, me personally, I'm a very conservative person when it comes to, like, issues regarding, like, social justice and, like, the political spectrum in America. But, like, even coming from me, like, that's just, like, that's not cash money.
Yeah.
Probably not do that.
I'm trying to find the damn video where he says that Sparrow can't criticize him because he's younger, so that I can actually link it in the chat so everybody knows what I'm on about. Found it. I think some idiot tried to ruin my reputation. That was made in response to a video. Please don't tell me that Kratos' video is the best. Yeah, it looks like this is the best point of reference I have, but it's in the chain anyways. Oh yeah, I don't know if you got that far into the interview, but like,
I sat for a good portion of it. But I want to say I kind of clocked out after my little segment in there.
Yeah, that is totally fair. But like, there is a segment where he starts to defend V. Like,
oh my god, he's still defending V Omega.
Yeah, like he tried to get me on board with his ideal of nobody had screenshots.
They're literal videos where people have screenshots, though.
And then after I was like, I'm pretty sure I saw a few screenshots, he then decided to say they were all blurry.
Well, that... you see, Dan Stein can't be real. I refuse to believe that this kid is like a physical breathing object. I believe that he is just an amalgamation of everything that is negative about like the quote unquote commentary community, if you can even consider Dan to be a commentator.
Yeah, like, oh, actually, there's something on that subject that's quite funny. Is all right, so he started talking shit about Ponder in his interview with Michael.
Yes. That is very interesting because I believe it was you, if I'm not mistaken. You or somebody else sent me like Dan's whole list of like people that he wanted to talk about and like expose and like destroy because he was on this big freaking campaign to destroy the commentary community.
Yeah, like he was going to.
And Ponder was like on the top of his list.
Yeah, like he started out by wanting to work up, but I guess he gave up on working up and wanted to take down the members at the top at first. Which, like, you know, not that I've ever tried to take one down, Dan, but you might want to build your way. Well, actually, no, don't even do that. Don't go out of your way to expose them, as I say. Like, if you end up finding something, fair enough, but don't.
Yes.
Yeah, don't choose to expose them before you have anything on them.
Like, and I wouldn't consider myself like close friends with Ponder, but I've had like at least several conversations with her, and she's a freaking genuine human being. But like, I already know that Ponder wouldn't really waste her time in responding to Dan because here's Dan's whole. Hey, I'm gonna lay down the facts about Dan Stein because here's his whole gimmick, his whole scheme. Here's the tea. Dan makes these videos and like always like chooses to side with the negative opinion or side with the radical or unradical opinion because he wants attention drawn towards his channel because he wants to be seen as a relevant figure within the commentary community. But the thing is, the idea behind it, like the idea behind the delivery is great. The execution is horrible and stupid.
Yeah, he's trying to be a troll, but he doesn't have
Exactly. It's like me making a video about Logan Paul with like zero evidence and just saying Logan Paul is a creep on the internet because I said so.
Like, if you're a troll, you can't be a troll with no teeth. And that is exactly what Dan is. And that's why no one can take him... Like, even as a troll, no one can take him seriously. Because he hasn't got any teeth. And
I find it really funny, too, because after my very last video that I made on him... I said two things. I said, one, that you're not worth my time unless you actually bring some compelling evidence against me. You're not worth me making a video on. But secondly, like, you've overstayed your welcome. Now fuck off.
Yeah, like, you know, it's like he has this really nasty habit of continuing to go after a person. Because, like, in the interview with me, he tried to constantly go on about you and like constantly try and get me to side against you.
Yes.
And like my dumbass didn't know enough at the time, so I was just like kind of nodding along to everything. And it was only after the interview, when I looked back over it and realized, wait, what the fuck? What was I even saying?
It's really interesting too because every time I've made 3 videos, I believe, on Dan Stein, or I've mentioned him in passing, like. On my channel, he is now considered like a meme to both me and like the people who watch me. Like, you're not a true Holy Majesty subscriber unless you know that Dan Stein is a fucking idiot.
Oh, he's got so many meme faces. If you want to see the meme faces, I suggest you can I suggest you ask Michael at some point because he's basically got a whole plethora of meme faces of Dan.
Oh, I would love to ask Michael for those images because I got some drawings I want to make in the future.
Just meme. At some point, you need to make a compilation of it, Michael, or something.
Please, I beg, I crave. But yeah, Dan's whole attempt at like taking down the commentary community, I just found was really funny. But I found it even funnier because I do remember commenting on one of Dan's videos like, hey, I already know about your whole plan to take down the whole commentary community. But dude, if you really want to take down a commentary community, just like wait a couple of years, it'll fizzle out, it'll destroy itself. That's what the commentary community does.
Yeah, like, you know, and the thing is, like, I think the funniest bit is, especially if you look at, like, the art CC, like,
Oh, yeah.
Dan could take down the big members of the community, but by the time he's done that, the big members are no longer the big members.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there'll be new big members for him to take down, and there is only so long he'd be, like, if he wanted to take down the art CC, or the CC in general, he was too late. Like, with this
was
much
tardy to
on
the party.
him,
So
yeah,
tardy.
like, you know, with all this on him, it would have been impossible no matter what. And I tried to warn him about this when he talked to me. Like, I was in a call with him because I had a spat with Sly, which ended up dragging me into hang on, Hacks, this stream's meant to be like kept because Majesty doesn't have the most time in the world. I don't know when he has to run, but he has to run eventually.
I got like 40 minutes.
Oh, that's a lot longer than I thought. All right, then I can send you the link.
Oh yeah, I got time. My class doesn't start until like literally like 6:45. So like, and yeah, we got time. We got a lot of time.
Yeah, I thought you had way less time than I thought I was gonna.
Oh no. In other words, don't pay attention to my DMs on Twitter. Like, I got time.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it is quite, I guess, ironic a lot of what he ends up doing.
Yeah, like most of his like attempts at commentary, just like it turns into like a mockery of himself.
And just like that, I know you live in the Central Time Zone.
Oh no!
Oh,
no! Next thing you know, you're gonna send like a K-pop group to my area. No!
Like it's just the entire Central Time Zone.
I need to remove this off my list. I still have this on here.
Well, what are we talking about right now? Because I've been very loosely listening. Because I've been juggling listening to Pink Floyd, doing some homework, and listening to this all at once. I have no idea what's going on. I've just been kind of nodding along.
So basically, we're on about like, you know, when Dan tried to call Holy Majesty a pedophile.
Okay, so I think I've seen that this is not necessarily my field of expertise.
But yeah, like he tried to do it a bit ago, and like, you know, obviously me and Majesty spoke a bit on Twitter DMs and decided that we'd like put together something that, you know, because Majesty had a lot to say, and as you can probably tell by the fact that this stream's been going on for nearly 45 minutes, which, to be fair, is kind of short for how long my streams usually.
For how long this stuff typically takes.
Yep. I mean, considering we did like an hour-and-a-half stream one time and only got through 2 minutes of the interview we were supposed to be covering. Like, I wanted to get to the Majesty shit that day at least.
You don't get to the Majesty. You don't get to it that easy.
Yeah, like, I wanted to...
You gotta be a true believer in Holy Majesty. I'm sorry, you gotta do a lot more praying. You gotta do a blood ritual. You have to sacrifice your firstborn child. It's a whole caracal. I'm kidding.
Why are the rebels so strong?
But what if I don't have a firstborn child?
Oh, do you have any neighbors?
Make a firstborn child. Is it that hard?
Yeah, no, like, this is like a short filming. Yeah, it is. Oh, sorry about that. But, like, you know, I need to make a meme at some point about Dan in general. I've been meaning to, but I haven't.
One of my favorite responses to Dan Stein in a video that I made, and it's a stupid quote, but I'm a big fan of Doctor Who. And one of the quotes that I made towards Dan was, "This is not war, this is pest control."
Yeah, that.
That was my favorite quote of all time.
I am a very big fan of myself.
Oh yeah, Doctor Who's some good stuff.
You are on thin ice right now, and I will be under
it when it breaks. Now fuck off!
I don't get the references, so I'm going to pretend like I do by not saying anything.
It was in the video response that Majesty did.
I will say that making that video response to Dan, I was very heated towards the end of it. Like,
I really don't
started
think
off-
we should be calling him Dan. That does kind of tarnish his father's reputation, doesn't it?
That does.
Yeah. I've never really thought of it like that.
The boy.
But like, oh no, I've never really thought of calling him any other name than Dan because it's the one I'm so used to calling him.
It's the one that he like brands himself on YouTube as, which is very, very sad. And I've messaged him. I've at least tried to like message him in his comment section several times about the fact that like, bro, like you're putting your dad's identity out there on the internet. Like,
I mean, it's not even, and he put his mother's identity out there too. It's not even that hard to find him.
Yeah, like you literally can.
I spent 15 minutes and I found him in 12 seconds.
Yeah,
I was doing like all this advanced stuff, looking around all of Florida. Well, I was perusing like a madman, but then I just saw his mother's name, and 15 seconds later, I know his area code.
By the way,
I'll do you one better. So, I'd recently actually gotten into contact with Dan's mom through ye good old Facebook, and I just messaged her, and I told her like, hey, like your son's like using your husband's YouTube account, to which I got a response back saying, like,
please wait 4 to 8 business days.
No, oh God, no. Essentially the response that I got back was like, hey, like, I understand that you're just somebody who's trying to reach out, but like, please just leave like our personal business out of this. And
leave my son alone, please.
Yeah, essentially it was just her saying like, hey, leave my son alone, stop bullying him. He says that people are bullying him online. And I'm like, okay, I think I'm just gonna stop here.
Yeah, honestly, like, no, Joe, he doesn't get, he's not gonna get that. Okay, so like, it's probably no surprise that once Akumu saw Dan, it's probably no shocker that Akumu saw a golden opportunity to troll. And one of the things he did to troll Dan and got a massive reaction out of him was to call her a MILF.
Oh, no.
So, absolute Giga Chad energy.
So, yeah, that's what Joe means by you messaged the MILF.
Oh, no. I wouldn't.
I wish he said it in that British of an accent.
I wouldn't use that terminology for Dan's mom. I'm not calling her ugly or anything. But I wouldn't even call her a shitty mom. I would just say that she is just somebody who's like not really felt in on the conversation. After all, I am a random person who contacted her on Facebook. Like that in of itself like could be considered like, oh, hey, bullying. But at the same time, I did try to like lay out the situation. Granted, it was a long paragraph that I sent to her, but essentially it said like, hey, your son's just like doing like this kind of messed up stuff on YouTube, and like, here's this YouTube account. And like, essentially it was like, leave my son alone. I watch his YouTube videos. There's nothing wrong. Blah, blah, watch blah.
It. And that is a good indication that something has gone wrong here.
And then I'm just sitting there reading her response. And I'm like, I don't think she actually like sits there and watches all.
I think she just plays them in the background.
Yeah. Like, and then I also told her like, hey, your son's like literally like he accused me and several other individuals out there of like some very serious allegations and claims.
Fake news. It's all fake.
No, it's all fake. It's blah blah blah. But I think what was really interesting is she actually has her Facebook profile set to the public. I'm not gonna fucking disclose her name here or anything.
I mean, he disclosed himself and he hasn't taken down the video, even though he's been told the method that people use repeatedly.
In fact, like, that's the only reason I know his birthday as well, because his birthday is in that video too. Like,
that's the only reason I know he doesn't watch his hands very well.
Anyway, hey, Michael.
Hello.
Hey, and by the way, there was a reason I called her a shitty mom earlier in the chat, and it wasn't just because of the messages she sent.
Mm-hmm.
Light, you can confirm this for me. So, basically, what happened is, like, this isn't the first time we've had an incident with his mom. Basically, Dan flat out admitted to his mom in a call that the stuff about the nudes was true. He flat out admitted it in call.
Yeah, and I actually he said to me, because I talked to him about this in an interview with him, and he said, I think I'm gonna tell my parents about it. And he, from the message he sent me, I think he did. And they just don't seem to care because he's, not doing any. From what I can tell, he's not really having much of a punishment.
No. Flat out. He admitted to his mom that the stuff was true, and she just said, "Don't do it again," and didn't even punish him. Nothing.
That's kind of enabler.
That is very enabling.
There's enabling, and then there's that.
That's just a whole new level of enabling.
Would that be called spineless?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's. I
remember when Dan
calling her a shitty mom.
Passed the doodle into getting in her streams back in the day, and him using suicide. He uses suicide as a threat so many times that it's like the boy who cried wolf. And the thing is, right, I don't have full-on confirmation, only word of mouth, so that's what I want to state here before I say this. But apparently, Dan actually, over roast battles of all things, because he wanted to roast battle somebody he kept losing to, and Sly said no, he jumped down the fucking stairs and knocked himself out. Apparently. Allegedly.
I usually think that the people I meet on a day-to-day basis where I go to school are already pretty bad, and then I come back to just hearing that.
Wait, I thought he said that he jumped down the stairs because of the Spyro stream.
Oh, he makes the claim that he jumps down the stairs so much, but trusting him is not something I'm quite ready to do.
I mean, if I recall, he said that he jumped down the stairs because of the Spyro stream, even though I was there, and he did not do that.
I think he was gonna stare down the jump.
I think he stared and then he jumped.
He said he was going to jump off the balcony, but he was just looking down the stairs, and then he didn't even jump. He just looked in the direction of the stream, and then right before he got kicked, he went immediately back to the computer.
I think he was trying. No, he turned his camera off, if I remember correctly, and then went silent, and then got kicked.
That is
absolutely ingenious.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Majesty, what if Dan interviewed you?
Oh, no. There's not even like an idea.
Although there was one thing that really that got me a bit mad about our side of this kind of stuff. I don't know if I should call it our side, but like everybody, do you remember how everybody was going crazy over the Beavis and Butthead reference?
No.
Like, you guys were saying, why would you want to talk about the penis and masturbation? It's like, it's just a Beavis and Butthead reference, dude.
It was weird. Like, the only reason I even, because I obviously didn't know. But, also, it did seem a bit, strange to say, oh, we're going to talk about the penis and vagina to an asexual person of all things.
It's just it's a reference. I mean, if you don't say if you don't say it, it's not a reference if you don't say the words in the reference.
Oh yeah, I get it. I just didn't know it was a reference, is the thing.
It was all over the internet for 2 minutes. Of course, that's all memes, so you know what, I forgive you.
Yeah, to be fair, I barely pay attention to memes anymore.
Sad.
I like memes. I live by memes. Memes are my life.
They're pretty funny.
I know you remember the side joke.
The side joke was alright. Actually, the side joke was one of the funniest things to happen in the Dan shit. I don't know if you've heard this one, Majesty, but basically, Dan. There used to be a CC wiki, and Dan went ahead to edit it, but he missed to try and call Michael a cyberbully, but he misspelled it and spelt cybe, and we've been using that as an inside joke. For ages.
You just missed the last 7 letters.
Now everyone calls me the Cybe.
He is the Cybe.
I have a profile picture that literally is FC because I used to jokingly have. Hold on, let me get it up. Yeah, there you go.
Fractured Cybe.
Yeah, give me a sec. And that was me on StreamYard for I don't remember how long, but this was what I went by because it's just funny.
Oh, and you also went by canceled light.
Oh yeah, that too. Side
Yeah, you did
Majesty.
get canceled that one time. Was that you or was that someone else?
Your self-esteem has been fractured.
Oh god damn it!
Not this shit again.
You see, Majesty, this is the downside of hanging around with Michael, is he doesn't shut the fuck up about his puns. So,
well,
if you are gonna ask him for Dan meme faces, just be ready for that.
That's fair. I own a Discord server with like over 200 people in there, and they all thrive off of my funny humor as well. So
what you're saying is you're a Discord mod.
Oh god, no, they're multiplying.
God, kill me, please. Send help.
You've messed up on admitting to this.
Send help. They forced me to draw things, weird things.
What?
Once they made me draw a toenail, and they made me put.
Okay, draw more of those. I need an industrial quantity of those. I want to see an industrial. I want to see a mass production line of toenail images.
It was very detailed, and they told
how
me to make
detailed. How detailed are we talking?
I'm talking. There were ruffles in the cut of.
There were ruffles in the toenails.
And the cut of the toenail.
Nice. Draw me more.
It was Ultra HD.
Draw more.
No.
Do it.
No. Not again.
You should draw more toenails.
No, it's because of you people that I get PTSD from looking at toenails.
Post toenail stress disorder.
No.
Someone really needs to lighten up.
Michael.
There is a reason that humanity is going to fail, and it is puns.
I guess you could say that was the spark to my light.
Yep, I was right. They're multiplying.
I'm sorry.
Quickly. It's too quick. It's too much.
I am going to cancel the lot of you for this.
Not if I cancel myself. Oh wait, no, not if Dan cancels me first, right? I forgot about that.
I didn't know you were so lit up.
Okay,
about that.
so I made an image of the scythe.
Oh, that's very bright of you to say.
Wait, did you just say bright of you to say?
Yay. That's terminology. I can use that.
Let's see.
Axe, I need help.
Why do you need help?
I'm making puns in my stream.
How dare they?
It's okay. You just shine right through this.
What the fuck?
I hate you so much.
All right.
We've got
to
some new stuff to shine some light on.
Oh, nice. Me trying to edit at the same time as the stream goes on, and it all fails out of lag.
Oh wait, this is an edited stream.
Oh no, it's not edited.
So I can curse.
Oh no, it's not edited. Don't worry. I was editing something else.
Oh, this perfect. Son of a.
Oh, it's an edited stream? No, I'm kidding.
It's an edited stream.
I think I want to lick toenails just very passionately. I want to very. Wait, how the hell did I turn my phone on?
Well, hey, you really nailed that one.
I hate you. I hate
That's
you
not
all.
even remotely close.
I know. That's just right into the wood, deadpan.
Okay, is this how this works?
I think all of you need serious help from.
Help
I'm
me.
sorry, I just think toenails taste very good. I taste my own every day. You want to see you?
Listen, I wish I could say that's the weirdest thing I've heard within the last 24 hours, but that's not.
Hey, like,
I work retail. I've heard worse.
Oh God.
Don't worry, I'll be working to change that very soon.
Oh yeah, sure, Joe.
Anyway, like, show that it's the legendary scythe in its natural habitat.
Oh no. I don't know who this is before I show it on stream. It's not like NSFW, so don't worry.
It's Jaiko Morden.
the cybe in its natural habitat.
I looked up
is that?
stereotypical bully and just put it on a computer screen.
Oh my goodness.
Who is that?
I'm not sure. Apparently, his name is stereotypical bully online.
Mm-hmm. All right, Josen.
He looks like he's hugging someone.
All right, I'm here to commit a light offense.
Perfect.
All right, all of you,
You'll-
fuck off.
Well, come on.
Hey,
Come on.
listen.
Someone had to bring it into the light.
Listen, only anarchists are cool. Anarchy.
It's close to communism, but it's not quite there yet. Clearly, we have some reforms to make in that department.
Oh shit!
You're a bit light on the execution there.
Yes, we should do the
no.
executions. The executions are necessary in the purges.
I think he's dead. I think he's legit dead inside at this point.
That's okay.
Me?
We just gotta wait
Yeah,
for
you
Charles
just
Darwin.
went-
Hey, don't go to the light. You're not welcome there. Oh wait, you are the light.
Guys, help. Oh,
Your self-esteem has been
yes.
fractured.
Thank you, Raceslade. You've distracted everybody.
Oh no, you haven't distracted me about my toenails.
It's a
I'm gonna start
question.
biting
for me.
them.
Am I supposed to read the question?
Yeah, I guess so.
Question for Majesty: would you ever make another video on Dan? Only if compelled to do so, right? Like, I don't know if literally every single video that I've made on Dan is essentially me saying, "Hey, your arguments are flawed. Your points are terrible. Let me debunk them." And it's just Dan clapping back with, "No, you're wrong." Like, it's essentially that. Like, maybe if, I don't know, Dan attempted to dig up more dirt on me, I don't know what he would freaking find. Listen, my life online is almost non-existent at this point. I don't really do anything. I don't like kids. The only thing that, like, I don't know Dan can expose me for is being obsessed with, like, bar titty. Like, there you go. I like drawing big, burly, muscular men with mama milkers. Like, that's all I got. That's all I got.
Oh yeah, by the way,
right.
I just fixed my my toes, and honestly, I think I need to clean them.
Oh, light.
They taste like the Afghan flag. Not gonna lie.
I think you just need to burn those and just start from scratch.
Yeah, maybe I should, or maybe I should take the safety scissors.
Light.
Yes.
Did you tell him about Dan's call with Joe?
Oh,
Joe.
that. Yes.
The furry one? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Tell him about that.
The two of us are not the only victim of being called a pedophile. Joe Kuhn is another one.
Hey, freaking welcome to the club of being accused of being a pedophile.
The false accusation gang. Yay.
Yay. I think we're all part of that now.
Hey,
No, I'm still not. I'm just I don't have any. I don't think I actually have anyone of the other gender in my DMs.
Oh, never mind. Oh, I thought you were like, oh, no, you haven't been accused of being a predator, but Dan did say that you got his social security number or something when you didn't, so I guess.
I don't worry, guys. It all makes sense in his world. He wrote it. Don't worry.
Well, he did say the world is his and we all live in it.
Oh no, we're part of the fan fiction. Oh
We're
no.
part of the
Okay, so when do I start making out with my toes?
Oh no, is this
Not
the merge?
on stream.
Is this the merge that Chris Chan was talking about?
When does Dan give me head?
Oh,
Jesus. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know if that's legal to say given his age.
I mean, I'm the same age as him, but
I thought Dan was like a toddler or
I
something.
mean, your voice does not sound like
I
the same
thought he
age
was
as him.
12, and then it turns out
I
he's
get
almost
that
18.
a lot.
So just to confirm this, again, a question from me. Hello, hi, I'm Majesty. So Dan is like not an adult, right?
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
almost
Turn of the
an
year,
adult.
Listen. I'm gonna let you guys know. The second that
He said
turns
his
18
birthday's in November or December.
Perfect. The second that he turns 18, I'm going to make the biggest expose. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, his birthday.
no.
You're gonna make a 18th birthday special for him.
It's gonna be an 18th birthday roast. I'm just gonna go ham.
That's
No
not a very nice
regrets.
gift, you know. Maybe you should consider being nicer, or you'll get thrown out of the Mickey Mouse Club for inappropriate behavior.
It's Dan Stein's comic. I push my fingers into my eyes.
As you do.
Don't do that. No.
Oh, you don't even want to know what he did with Alduin in that comic.
Oh, it's
yeah.
disgusting.
And what he did with Lee. His ex.
I'll just leave the scene in.
So we're all in agreement that he's essentially just like becoming slowly like a Christian 2.0, right? Am I right? Am I wrong?
Oh, him and
I think
Christian
he's
are
gonna
basically on the
become
same
a
level at this point.
robot.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Well, he's more like Onision, to be honest.
I
He's
don't
gonna be a
know. Like
robot.
Onision like did some fucked up things to women. Dan's just doing fucked up things to people. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he did pull like a major Christian on all of us.
There you
Just
go.
saying.
That's the link to the document. View at your own discretion. Trigger warnings for rape.
Oh,
Trigger
no.
warnings for
Literal
just
incest.
rape? Just rape?
Incestuous
Literal
rape and then bullying of the said victim.
Only?
It is probably the worst. It is probably the worst.
I think I'm gonna be put on a list for like looking at this.
It is easily.
Oh, there's no drawn imagery, thank God. It's just
I am absolutely on a list for viewing this.
He wanted it to be drawn though for his comic. Is the problem?
Just a warning.
Write this?
Wait, just a warning. It is probably the worst. It is easily the worst handling of rape that you will ever see.
Why is Sly in this?
Yeah.
It is quite tasteless. Then
okay, so it's time to delete all of my browser history now.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let me see my history here. And
time to delete all the cookies.
Past 24 hours are now gone.
You're gonna get a message on your computer screen from the FBI agent that's listening in on this conversation saying, "Man, this is some fucked up shit."
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm supposed to be like neutral here, so I'm not gonna personally insult him. I think he has some borderline illegal tastes. That's for sure.
Basically, to clarify, Majesty, him and Dan made an agreement. That's why he's not allowed to say anything about it.
I'm not allowed to say anything personal.
Can you say that he's a sick, disgusting individual who needs to be purged?
I'm allowed to say that I think his tastes are borderline illegal.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Would you toss him into an active volcano? That's the real question.
Well, I would not bring death upon those I dislike, especially those that are too heavy for me to push.
I understand that's too much work to do. I got you. Okay, better question. Would you roll him into an active volcano?
You're really underestimating the amount of mass.
You have to enact Newton's law quite a bit in order to get that ball rolling.
I need to. Okay, so here's a bit of a context on what I'm about to say. You see, my family, we got an excavator for the South Georgia farm. We got through inheritance, and we just decided to name it the Poop. So we're gonna need to use the poop on him.
I thought you were about to say you need to get like a crane or something, like a fork.
No, we got a whole what are those things called again? I forgot. Excavator, yeah.
Yeah, like
excavator.
Oh Jesus, comic was special.
It's a very interesting comic.
But on the subject of like just in general the allegations against your Majesty, was there any like what went through your mind at least the first and like second time he did it? Like what went through?
Like part of me already saw like some of the allegations coming, like just like misinformation, especially after he made his very first video on me where he was covering like him trying to debunk my points about like fetish artwork and stuff. But like I already knew that when I first interacted with Dan Stein, like he would be like my equivalent of Team Rocket. But
that is so terrifying. Yeah,
I would make another fat joke, but at a certain point, you got to wonder how tasteless it's becoming.
Yeah, the allegation of like he for the longest time he's been trying to paint me as a pedophile, but like him outright saying it just like really shocked me because I was confused. I was like, why would you accuse me of being a pedophile when you literally have no substance to your argument to even like state that I'm a pedophile? Like
it's because of Mitt Romney or something.
I will say one of the most interesting accusations he had against me was him calling me an SJW. And I'm like, bro, and granted, I am a gay black man, but
you're a social warrior of justice.
I'm not going to deny when I say I have like some very strong conservative views on a lot of things. Like you can ask anybody who subscribes to me. And him accusing me of being an SJW, I was just I was more offended of being accused of an SJW than being accused of a pedophile. Like how
that's actually just weird on your part.
Rip.
You're just kind of weird, bro.
I am a weirdo, and I like my weirdness.
I don't think you should be happy about being that partisan.
Oof. Ghosty. I mean, Majesty. Fucking. I always say Ghosty.
No, it's fine.
I'm gonna go get some sweet tea.
You can call me Ghosty.
Sweet tea's my home. I live in a sweet tea bottle.
You can call me Ghosty or Majesty. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, just like most of the accusations that like Dan, most if not all of the accusations that he had against me are just mind-boggling. I will say that, but they lack substance, and it's just it's weird. It's weird.
It's weird that he'd accuse you, like especially considering that like everything he had on you eventually boiled down to Ghosty a pedophile, and he did not try to age up Gumball, despite there being literal no reason for me to doubt it, especially given that there were clear visual indicators that he at least tried.
Okay, so I got bad news. We ran out of sweet tea.
That is a crime against humanity.
Didn't he like legitimately try to like censor the image to make it look worse than it actually was?
Yeah.
Huh.
Literal Fox News tactics.
Like, again, don't get me wrong. When I drew that image, I'm not going to deny it. I was drunk, but either way, me drawing it drunk or me drawing it sober, that image should have never been posted on like any of my social media or anything. If anything, it should have been taken down immediately, especially like, again, like years later when I get like a fucking DM from somebody and they're like, hey, draw some, since you want to draw that kind of image of Gumball, why don't you draw like some not safe for work images of Gumball? I'm like, yeah, no, that's sick. That's gross. That's wrong. He's like like fucking 5 or some shit. I don't know. But like, I drew that image as a joke. There was no sexual intent behind it. There wasn't like me being like, oh yeah, Gumball ass. Like, no, that's a fucking kid. I think the kid voice acts him too. I don't know. But
yeah, there is. Well, kind of. He's had like 20 different voice actors.
Yeah, and it just weirded me out when I got a message like that. But for Dan to like take an image that I literally drew like 2 to almost fucking 4 years ago, I don't fucking know how long it's been. It's been a long time since that image had been up on my fucking
Barack Obama. Erect Obama was still in office.
I think so, actually.
The erect one.
Oh dang, that is old.
That is a long ass time ago.
It was
erect Obama.
I think it actually was when Barack was still in office.
No, not Barack. Erect.
I'm sorry, you're right. Erect Obama. you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I mean, he did listen to his wife constantly on like what was it? They go low, you go high. So it's pretty obvious what he was doing.
But I just thought it was odd that Dan decided to like censor that image and be like, "Oh yeah, it's basically porn." And I'm like, dude, if I can post this image on my YouTube channel with at least like
that's not an
17,000
argument,
people,
sir. That's not an argument. There
Yeah,
are like
the image would have
there's
been
just
taken down immediately.
bro. There's literal naked boobs on YouTube.
There's
No,
a lot of literal everything on YouTube, to be honest.
I think the point is like that, like
I get his point, but it's not really valid.
I would actually have to disagree with that because I've actually had images of pornography posted on my channel before by accident, and I've had my images censored and my channel, not channel taken down, but I've had that video like literally marked as adult, like it would be marked as 18 plus.
But I mean, yeah,
I think it's like a channel of Majesty's size. I think what he means, because
like if my channel were like at least less than like 100 subscribers or something, I could see YouTube overlooking that. But ever since I've monetized my channel, my videos have been looked under with a magnifying glass.
I mean, they do gotta be like that, yeah.
Especially with like the recent laws and regulations that have been placed for it regarding YouTube and like that whole fucking what's it called, Pizzagate. That whole fucking thing that turned out to be true. Like
Pizzagate?
I'm sorry, not Pizzagate.
What?
Elsagate. Jesus, I got to get my shit together tonight.
But, I was about to start saying, you're telling me that Pizzagate was real?
But Elsagate, with that whole fucking situation surrounding that kind of material, like a lot of channels have been being looked under, especially channels of my size have been observed with a very, very strong guy. Like recently I actually had a video flagged as 18 plus, and it was just an image of like a character drawn suggestively and like her boob was almost out. Like my channel,
really think that's going overboard, but okay.
My channel has been watched, and trust me when I say that if my channel would have been flagged, then I would have just removed the video, because there'd be no point in like making a response video to that if it's just gonna get taken down.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Hold on. I'm sorry, I'm trying to edit something at the same time. So, like,
The question is what it is. What is it?
Oh, it's just like a channel opening for my streaming channel. Normally I do shit like this on my streaming channel, but I decided to do it on my main for once. Don't ask why. You won't get a satisfying answer. The answer literally basically just falls down to because I wanted to. Now shut up. Oh, my program is not like in these frames.
Make it like the frames.
100 frames per second. 100 frames per second.
Oh, sweet Jesus. We're playing for the slow-mo gang.
Yeah.
Oh, believe me, it's not even trying. It's like...
God, I love it when Da Vinci does that.
Yeah. Like
everything's falling apart.
You're using Da Vinci Resolve?
Yeah.
I recommended it to him, so...
It actually... So... Is it actually crashed? Oh my... It actually crashed. Wait, what are you doing?
Why are you on cool math games?
Why not?
It crashed. It was too much.
We gotta have some fun somehow.
That website still exists?
It's still.
How did it survive the purge of Adobe Flash?
Because most of the games that actually transition to HTTPS or HTML earlier on.
Wait.
Also, I never uninstalled Adobe Flash.
Also, do the last.
Thank you. My ears are now perfectly destroyed.
Hey, nothing like
You're telling me.
Fresh
Broken
blood in
ears,
the
gang.
ears.
You're telling me. Hold up, now I kind of want to see this like.
Alright, I remember this one time in call, now that I'm remembering this, I was talking to a couple of friends and then Doodle Tone was showing the call and she couldn't hear me. And so, as she was going to turn my volume up, because I didn't know that she was about to do this, I went right up to the mic and yelled, "Does shouting really loud solve my problems?" And she just turned me off.
Oh my god.
I was seeing how loud my scream was.
I do it, but I don't want to damage anyone's ears because I can shout loud, and as you can probably tell, my mic's already really sensitive as is.
My microphone fell apart, and all I can make now is electronic beeping noises.
So, you know, obviously yelling down the mic as you're being turned up to double volume.
I'm sorry, dude. I just the music surprised me.
It's the whole "do you have brain damage" line all
No,
over again.
no.
Oh, another
no,
question for
no.
Majesty.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Well,
Would you debate Dan?
no.
What are you talking? What are you talking and debating him on?
Like what? Yeah, that's a good question. Like what are we talking?
Just
like
in
political
general?
debate, or are we talking like a debate about like
Knowing
art?
Dan, it's probably if the age of consent should be lowered or not.
Ew.
Ew.
I'm not allowed to make a comment on this, so I will not be making a comment on this.
I no comment. I would never find myself in a situation where I would have to be in the same chat with Dan Stein because I feel like it would just be me and him literally just going back and forth in like a heated argument, and me saying some things that I should not be saying to a minor online, such as very mean things.
You're gonna tell Bowser that you're gonna dox and kill his family.
Oh God, no.
You're gonna tell that to Bowser.
No.
Oh no.
That or it would just be me like in a debate with him, and then I would just like start quoting memes for no reason.
But like, you know, from what I know, like, or at least on my end, I'll debate Dan when he learns what the word honesty means.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be willing to politically debate him. I love political stuff.
All right, here's the question: it's a political question, Haxer. Should we turn the entire planet into cheese or no?
Absolutely.
100%.
We gotta match the moon, dude.
I want to be turned into fondue.
We gotta match the moon.
Swiss.
The moon's already made of cheese, which is why the moon landing was faked.
I think he already has, Raven. If you want my honest opinion,
Dan is gonna go too far. Is that? I think that should be
like,
past tense.
Yeah. He already called me a pedophile. I don't know if there's anything beyond that.
And yet he still hasn't realized that the moon landing was fake to prevent us from knowing that it was all just cheese the entire time. Which is why we gotta make Earth the same.
God, I need to find that stuffed with cheese thing.
From Mario.
I need to find that stuff with cheese image.
So what you're saying is, if we're all made of cheese, then like every time that the Earth like gets like,
we will get the sacred powers from the moon.
But what about like
the blood of the moon gods?
But what about the rotation? Like, isn't it in summertime where the Earth is
doesn't
closer
exist
to the
because
sun?
the Earth and moon are also both flat pieces of paper.
But I want to be real cheese.
You're flat cheese on a piece of paper.
No.
Because the Earth is flat.
No.
And so is the moon.
Wait, how does that work?
The moon gets blown over by the wind every so often.
Is the sun just a spotlight?
No, yeah. The sun is also a piece of paper. It's just a very hot piece of paper.
Laser.
At this point, we're done being subtle. Yeah, this is what he did in his little comic, Majesty.
Oh yes. As I read.
Children.
Oh, you actually read that shit? Oh, yes, dang, are you alright?
Listen. No.
We have a patient that is now brain dead.
I mean, to be fair, I've made videos about Dan Stein. I'm beyond brain dead at this point. I'm just like, this is
willingly
literally
brain dead participant.
I've just uploaded my consciousness onto like the internet. Otherwise, my body.
The Matrix.
Yes, this is the Matrix.
No, the Matrix.
Oh no! Wait, can this be the Animatrix?
Oh, that's the base shit.
I don't know the reference.
Okay, so it's the Matrix, but it's anime. It's actually really good.
It's an animated anthology, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even know where to start even thinking about that one.
Highly recommend it. It's a very good anthology series.
But yeah, quick message to Dan. Can I be a villain in your comic, please?
I'd be something more than a fucking robot.
Can I not be in the comic? Because I don't want to know what he does to my character.
Knowing Dan, probably something really fucked up with no reasoning behind
I'll probably be like a caricature of like a gay fucking black guy or something. I don't know.
I mean, considering he already shoved black stereotypes.
Nah, bro, you're gonna be the BLM representative.
He put Tyrone in the comic.
No.
I think you're gonna be the Black Lives Matter representative.
No, I honestly don't really stand by their points or ideals, though.
Sorry that you've chosen to be wrong. Prove it.
Can I be a villain in your comic that actually wins the battle against you?
I'm sorry, but we can't ask for miracles here.
I mean, considering oh yeah, Majesty, actually, you want to hear something quite funny?
Sure.
Dan made Joe Biden a villain in his comic as well.
Oh, why am I not surprised?
Biden, wake up. Biden, wake up.
Let me guess, he dies of old age. He dies of old age.
Does he have sleep powers?
Probably. I never actually found out.
Is he a reptilian? Is he a reptilian?
Okay.
Actually, what's quite funny?
Unrelated. I only have like 10 more minutes left.
Oh shit!
Gotcha.
All right. When Majesty goes, I think that's when we'll end the stream off.
No, we have to talk more about how the Earth is flat.
I thought it was a piece of paper.
It is a piece of paper, a piece of very flat paper.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I don't want to be paper.
You are paper.
I thought I was cheese.
You're paper cheese.
I don't want to be paper cheese.
Why not? It's delicious.
Can I be mozzarella paper cheese? That's my
yes.
Okay,
You're allowed to identify as whatever you want.
Oh, can I identify as a mozzarella piece of cheese? That's also.
I identify as the character from Run.
There is a way that the paper we live on keeps going. I mean, Dan's gravitational pull just always keeps us flowing.
No,
the gravity is actually upside down.
I don't want to be in his orbit. What's up?
I just remembered. Wasn't there that one thing where he's like, I have good anatomy, and then you're just like, I'm trying so hard not to be mean to this kid. I could tell you so wanted to make a comment.
I did make a comment about that one actually.
My God.
I doubt he has good anatomy when that anatomy is lost in all that fleshy meat around it.
I think he would taste pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I had to re-script that part.
I want to make some chips out of him, and I want to put it in tartar sauce.
So that point in the video, granted, I made that video in a very short period of time, and that was part of like my channel rebranding, where I was like, "This is the
before you became Joe Biden."
Exactly, you're not wrong. So that was part of my channel rebranding, where I went from Ghost DXC to Holy Majesty, and that was like the first video that I made, which was like honestly one of my most popular videos at the time, and that point in the video, I tried so hard not to be mean, but his argument was, well, you can have good anatomy but still be considered a minor, and I'm all like, that's
what's good anatomy even mean?
And then he
everybody's the same.
No, and then he points to himself and he says, for example, I have good anatomy and I'm a minor. And I'm like, that's not how it works, you fucking idiot.
And I think it's debatable how good his anatomy is.
more like his gravitational pull.
No, the coefficient of.
I don't want to be anywhere in Dan Stein's orbit. I'm sorry. If Dan Stein,
we already are.
Oh no, I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
It's his world, dude.
We already are in his gravitational pull. The whole
Michael,
solar.
Michael,
what?
Remember, it's Dan's world. We all live in it. Remember that quote?
We
I
are
remember
the
that quote.
inhabitationists.
He is the center of the universe, after all.
Center of the universe, that's fine. Of course you're a pedophile, Majesty, because
Although that
that
would-
be
Oh,
one.
yes.
That
yes.
would make him a black hole.
He's
At least I
got
think that's
black.
how that.
He's got black hole mass.
I'd rather not talk about my whole Lawrence.
I want to talk about ointments.
But yes,
Yeah, I got the lizard.
that whole video response was like the shortest and quickest video response that I've ever made to an individual on my channel, because I literally made it within 24 hours of him making his video just to show how pissed off I was. But a lot of points that he made in that video were so contradicting and so stupid. And I remember I when I finally posted the video and I sat there and I watched it and I was like, I put no effort into this video. I just sat there, debunked this guy's points by simply doing a Google research. I wasted all of this time working on this video when I could have been doing something so productive, like actually going outside and like touching grass or something. I don't know.
Touching grass is very
Wait,
productive.
Hold on, Majesty. Here's how you solve that problem. You actually take grass, bring it into your house, and then whenever you touch grass, you just reach over and you touch the grass.
You got to eat the grass.
I have to become a cow.
Replace
What's
your
wrong with
carpet
that?
grass. There you go.
I mean, you're already standing on his grass.
Is this the part where Dan Stein's dimensional merge happens and we all become ROCs?
No, because his ass is
I
grass.
could be a real raccoon.
Oh, if we become ROCs,
I am the robotic
That
jester,
means
man.
you're actually a furry
If
now,
we
Mike.
become our OCs, then that means I'm a Nazi.
Congratulations.
oh yeah, because the only version of your character that exists is the one within Dan's comic, isn't it? And that's the only version of any character you have that exists, isn't it? So you'd be a Nazi because that's the only version of your character that exists.
I mean, Dan
Believes
Stein
in
said it.
borderline fascism but calls others Nazis. Let's go.
Wait, hold on.
Also, I find it so funny that he called me a Nazi, even though he said at one point that Hitler did nothing wrong.
Oh.
As a Jewish guy?
Oh yeah, isn't Dan Jewish?
No, he's Christian from what I can tell.
All right. Wow. A Christian taught to love other people. Instead, he does this.
I mean, he is Dan Stein.
Yeah.
I mean, most Christians don't even follow those principles.
Mm.
Love the Lord. Love your neighbor as yourself, Dan Stein. Oh, that means I go around calling people pedophiles.
And assaulting black
Well, I mean,
dudes.
wouldn't that imply that he has self-awareness?
Look,
Don't
maybe
forget
he's Catholic,
assaulting.
you know what I'm saying?
Don't forget assaulting black guys.
Look, maybe he's just Catholic, you know?
Oh, yeah. Explains a lot.
Yeah.
Imagine being Dan Stein and he can't even Christian, right?
Yeah.
Imagine being Catholic.
Imagine being in existence.
Imagine dragons.
Oh
No.
For real. Imagine the dragons.
I hate you.
Imagine dragging these balls.
No!
That realization took way too long.
It was delayed realization. I apologize.
So anyone in the chat got a
Undelayed.
question for Ghost Majesty? Fuck.
Ghosty, Majesty, call me whatever. Call me what you want.
Okay, whatever.
Call me what you... No, I'm kidding.
Your
Can I
name
call
is
you
now
no?
whatever. Thank you.
Can I call you dumb? No, I'm kidding.
No.
Can I call you Obama?
You can call me,
Thank you, Obama.
Actually, on the subject of Dan's comic, Majesty, any part that wasn't written in by Dan himself, like this, to make, like, any part that isn't some kind of self-insert is like a direct rip-off of JoJo in some way.
I mean,
yeah.
that's kind of the entire comic, isn't it?
Yeah, the guy literally only, like, all he does now is make internet videos and watch JoJo. He does nothing else.
What is it with him and JoJo, by the way?
I mean, it's,
probably watched like one season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and thought that he was like the main protagonist and thought that it was the best thing since sliced bread.
He's
Yeah,
compared...
I like
like,
the show, though, but
He actually compared himself to Joseph one time.
Well, that answers everything. So you only watched the first season.
Joseph is in the
Oh,
second
Lord.
season, though.
No, you only watched
Wait,
the first
since when
season.
Since when does Joseph have his own gravitational pull?
I mean,
Don't
Joseph's
diss my
a big
man,
heavy
Joseph
guy, but that
Joestar.
doesn't mean eat everything.
That doesn't mean he's Dan Stein heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
though.
there's like a 30-pound difference there. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
30 pound. Those
Hold on,
are
hold
rookie
on.
numbers right there.
I think Majesty's trying to say something.
so I actually saw a question in your chat.
Oh, is it this one? Or this one? There's two.
Hold on, give me 1 second. My computer's being big dumb. Majesty, what do you have in store for the future? A lot. It's a lot of videos that I've been planning on releasing. I don't want to just like jump in here and be like, oh yeah, my videos, my channel, subscribe to my content.
Maybe you should.
No. But I do have like some videos in store. But in regards to Dan Stein, again, I don't have anything in regards to Dan Stein, unless I don't have anything in regards to Schmeagle unless freaking I don't know, he makes like another video on me, then maybe I'll give him the time of day to watch it. But like I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be like the same false accusations that it's always been. So like unless Dan actually brings some legitimate evidence to the table of like, I don't know, my toxic behavior or my obsession with bar titties, then
Once again, we don't talk about miracles here.
yeah. So unless Dan does something like that, I highly doubt that I'll ever make another video on him. On top of that, like I'm not gonna lie, like making videos on him is literally mind numbing.
Yeah. And then there's this one.
Oh, so is Majesty actually?
Oh!
So is Majesty actually black and gay? No, that's the real question. Oh, totally not. All of this is an illusion. All the artwork.
Speaking the whitest accent possible.
It's all a persona, guys.
It's all a persona. Ignore all of my Instagram posts and ignore me and my soon-to-be fiance. Like ignore all that. No.
Yeah. No. Wait, no. Dan Stein's new video. Ghost EXE is not black or gay.
Oh, shit, I have myself.
What I'm thinking is like he just takes a photo of the guy and like paints it white in MS Paint. Like not even like skin tone white. I mean literally just the color white.
Not like zero.
You.
Wait,
God,
Joe. I'll leave it up to you though, Joe. So I'm not like trying to force you into anything, but like you should like if you want to, you should totally make like a fucking like an anime opening for Dan Stein.
Dan Stein.
Well,
No,
you see, the problem with that is that it wouldn't be moving enough. The problem with that is that it wouldn't be moving enough.
Yeah, no, I'll put footage of him to Kamsu's or Todd. How about that?
I say you do eventually, and Sophie thing.
Oh shit! I wasn't supposed to say any personal insults. I'm a hypocrite.
how could you? You're canceled.
No.
Oh no! I'm gonna expose you to Twitter.com.
Twitter. I forgot how to get into it.
Yeah. I don't know if you have any more questions because I do have to get going.
All
How do we
right,
eat pasta?
Hello.
How did you eat pasta?
How?
Wait, what?
How do we eat pasta?
How do you eat pasta? Okay, I got this. I just finished watching the Luca movie. Okay, so first you take the pasta and then you put it in your hand, and then you just go for it.
Wait.
Is there like a fork?
Listen, fork schmork. I watched The Little Mermaid. You use that for combing your hair.
Oh, I
So-
thought you just ate the forks too.
My ending question is a lot less
iron.
serious than how we started this stream. We started this stream with a serious perspective, looking at the drama genuinely seriously. And my
I'm looking
ending
at this
question
very
is,
seriously.
If Dan Stein's channel got bigger than yours, Ghosty, would you
be astonished, first of all.
would you make like almost like a sarcastic celebration type video, like kind of how like PewDiePie did when T-Series passed?
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. Also, here's all the shit from your past.
Possibly.
Maybe you should eat your own rib cage in the instance that he does that.
I would say that if Dan Stein actually gained like a lot more subscribers than me, then first and foremost, I'd be astonished. And then secondly, I'd be like, wow, I didn't know Irrelevancy was I didn't know Irrelevancy was 17K subscribers now. All right, yeah.
You just roast yourself to roast Dan.
Yeah, I would throw a whole celebration. I'd be inviting in like other commentators. I'd be like, yo, let's get this more.
I would lick my toes on microphone.
The commentary equivalent of It's Every Day, bro.
Yeah, I'd have a webcam on, and I'd be like, the whole gang's here, and it would just be like little finger puppets.
Yeah, you reminded me. I can lick my toes on webcam.
No.
Oh no. All right, so
I wonder what it tastes like.
Well, thank you for having me.
Draw more toenails.
But I gotta get going to college now, so yeah.
Not before you draw more toenails.
I'm not drawing the toenails now.
God, they look delicious.
No. Look, a moose.
What? Where? Oh, you made me die in run 3.
He's gone. Anyway, that's
I've been playing this the entire time.
I don't exactly have very long left myself, so I'll end the broadcast here. Majesty's gone.
No, show some of run 3. You gotta show some of run 3. I've been trying
until
I've been
tomorrow,
sweating here.
Because the interviews aren't done. I've still got Hax's interview, Michael's interview, and I guess is Dan
Should
done?
I
Please,
do an interview with Dan,
sweating
though?
here.
Do you think I should do that?
I think the idea is, like, you should totally at least try to do an interview with Dan, but instead of taking it any seriously, you just spam the stuff with cheese image.
I should just say
Lick your toenails on microphone. Lick your toenails on microphone. Lick them.
Balls.
All over them. All over them. I mean, you gotta go like,
And this is our cue to end it.
Oh my god, that tastes like dirt!
Like a moose.
Where? Alright. We don't know.
Broadcast ends. Oh, and I'm alone. Alright, well, I'm alone.